Next level.
Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Virginia Beach, Virginia. Glad you guys could join me. I am in this part of the country because I'm working with a church here called Essentials Church, and I wanted to bring you guys along with me to kind of share a little bit about what I'm doing, what my new mission is. Since I've retired as being a full-time youth pastor, this is basically how I hope to spend my time here in beautiful Virginia Beach and other places. What I'm going to be doing through the weekend is I'm going to be sitting in on some youth meetings, talking with some youth pastors. I'm going to be sitting and doing some training with some of the youth staff of the church. Super excited about that, and I'm going to bring some of that to you. I'm going to show you little clips, things like that, to kind of give you the full view in case you might be interested in having somebody like myself come to your church and maybe do something similar. Now listen, I have to go to a dinner here in just a couple minutes, but I'm going to show you little peeks throughout the weekend. I'll be back. I'm done with my 3-mile walk, and I'm ready to go grab a shower and get over to Pastor's house and chill over there for a little while, and then it'll be time to go do my session. So, see you then. But yeah, we're going to cover 3 things. One, we're going to talk about how to deal with the weird and difficult kids in your group. I don't know if you have any weird, I don't know why that came up. I'm sure you don't have any, but we'll talk about it in case you get any weird or difficult kids. Sometimes that happens. We're going to talk about student ownership and student leadership, about how to get your kids from ground level and work them into your ministry and make your job somewhat easier, right? And then we're going to talk about, we mentioned about how to deal with when kids are in sin. When kids are at that place where you're dealing with kids who maybe they don't know the Lord, or maybe they do know the Lord and now they're being carnally minded and they're doing other things. So we're going to cover those 3 things. So because I think it so applies because if a kid can't own what's happening in here, they're going to depart. Because the entertainment version of youth ministry says you're going to come as long as I entertain you. But if it doesn't move from entertainment to mission and purpose, then when the entertainment is done, they have no value in it. They put no skin in the game because we didn't invite them into it. Is that our kids aren't robots, right? They're not little minions, okay? They're not here necessarily, for my kids, they're not here to fulfill my dreams and goals. They're here because they want to be a part of something socially. They want to be a part of something spiritual. They want to be a part of something like that. But so many times I've made the mistake where where I have a dream, I have an idea, and I need these kids to make that happen. And I've had to, thank God it was very much early on in ministry time when I was young and stupid. Now I'm just old and stupid. But in this case, I had to flip that around and say, look, I have dreams and goals and ideas, but I'd like to know what your dreams and goals and ideas are too, right? Because ultimately, what I plan and what I do may not be great. It may not be the best thing. Sometimes they have better ideas. Would you agree that your kids sometimes have better ideas? And that's a tough place for us to admit that our kids have better ideas than us.
And they would bring in different camp speakers to be camp pastors over the summer. And one of them was a guy named Paul Turner, who was also kind of come to that camp for many years. And I remember sitting there listening to him preach about the runaway bunny. And someday you're going to get a message about the runaway bunny. I don't know where I stole it from now. That was 23 years ago. Still remember the message, had deep impact on me. And I said, someday I want to be able to teach the Word of God in such a way that it captivates people's attention. It's something that lingers with them. They marinate on it and they remember it. I said, I want to be like that guy right there.
But I want to thank Steve for allowing me to come and be a part today. And I want to share with you guys talking about service. I want to talk about serve like you own it. Serve like you own it. Now, the word service is kind of baked into our society. If you haven't noticed, there's certain key words in our... Listen, police officers, what do? They protect and? Okay. Soldiers, this is a military town, right? We thank military personnel
for their, okay? Mailmen, firemen, government officials, we call them civil. Okay, so when you go to Chick-fil-A, how may I? And it is my pleasure. We know who eats at Chick-fil-A now, right? We know this. We know. I love what the Apostle Paul says here. He says in Ephesians 4:28, he says, anyone who has been stealing must steal no longer, but must work, doing something useful with their hands, that they may have something to share with those in need. Isn't it funny that the Apostle Paul doesn't send them off to be educated more about giving? He just says, go stop stealing and start giving. Find people who are in need. Now, I'm all for education. I'm all for small groups and all those things. I'm all into that. Our society is biblically ignorant on many things. And when people come to Christ, they need to know certain things. But the first thing this person needs to do is not look every verse about why they should not steal. Apostle Paul says, stop stealing, be useful. Find a way to use your hands so you can create something and do something so you might meet somebody else's need. Back here at the airport, here in Baltimore, got a 2.5-hour layover. It's time to get something to eat. All right, just had lunch. Thanks, Chipotle. Had a great time in Virginia Beach. It was awesome. The people of Essential Church are phenomenal. The youth group there has just gobs of potential. Lots of middle schoolers. Boy, I love a lot of middle schoolers in there. They were just high energy, as you can tell by the videos and the pictures and all those kind of things. They were just knocking it out of the park. The youth pastors there, Ryan and Ethan, they were just tearing it up. They're doing a great job. And I think they're about to, they have all the tools, I think, to be successful. And I am looking forward to coaching them and being a part of their journey. So I want to thank those guys for hosting me. I want to thank the team, the youth team at Essential. I want to thank my friend Steve Swisher, who's the pastor at Essential. I want to thank you for having me there and allowing me to speak in all 3 services. And it was quite the journey. It was a great time, and I look forward to being a part of the journey of Essential and their youth ministry. So that's about it, guys. If you are interested at all in coaching or in strategizing and having me come to your church or be a part of your youth ministry's growth and discipleship journey, I would love to be a part. There'll be all kinds of details down in the description below that you can get a hold of me. And if you have any questions about anything that I did this past weekend that you might be interested in, go ahead and hit me up in the comments down below. If you have any questions, anything like that, let me know. And I will catch you guys in the next video. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.